In this question, a 4 by 4 grid is given, a square matrix which has 16 consecutive natural numbers. In these 16 numbers, 4 numbers are shown and the rest 12 numbers are hidden in the form of alphabets A through L. The numbers are filled in such a way that the sum of the numbers in the cells in each row, each column and each diagonal of the matrix is the same. It is also known that D plus E plus I is equal to 66. So what basically we have to do in this question is we have to figure out all the numbers which these alphabets A through L represent. Now, first of all, if we see at the grid or the matrix, we see that the 4 numbers shown are 15, 18, 27 and 30. 15, 18, 27 and 30, we can see that between 15 and 30, including both, we have in all 16 natural numbers. So we have got the extremes of the consecutive 16 natural numbers, which are 15 and 30. So the numbers will be through from 15 through 30. That is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 and again from 21 to 30. So first of all, we'll try to find out the sum of these 16 numbers. 15 to 30 is a basic AP. We have the first term, we have the last term. We know that there are 16 numbers. So the sum will be 16 into 15 plus 30 by 2, which will give us 8 into 45 or is equals to 360. Now 360 is the sum of all the numbers shown in this matrix. Now we know that each row has 4 numbers and the sum of all the numbers in a row or in a column or in a diagonal is same. So the sum of each row will be 360 by 4 because each row has equal sum, so this will give us 90. Now this will help us in answering or figuring out what all these letters represent. Now we have the sum of each row or each column or each diagonal as 90. Let's see. In the first row we see that 15 plus A plus B plus 18 should be equal to 90. That means 15 plus 18 is 33. That means A plus B should be equal to 57. Similarly, in the first column we see that 15 plus C plus G is equal to 27. That means C plus G should be equal to 48. Next, in the last row we see that 27 plus K plus L is equal to 30. This implies K plus L is equal to 33. And the last column we see that 18 plus F plus J is equals to 30, which implies F plus J is equal to 42. Now if we look at the columns, we see that the column from left to right, 15 plus D plus I equal to 30. This implies D plus I is equal to 45. And the second diagonal is 27 plus H plus E plus 18, which is again equal to 90. This implies H plus E is equal to 45. Now we have to find out the values of these. The missing values are, out of all these values, the missing values are 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29. These are the missing values. Now we know that A plus B is 57. For A plus B to be equal to 57 and the two numbers should be from these values, we can be sure that either of A and B is 28 and the other is 29. So the possible set of values for A and B is either 28, 29 or 29, 28. Similarly, for C plus G is 48. The possible set of values for C and G will be 22 or 26. Could be reverse also, 26 and 22, or 23-25 or 25-23. Next, K plus L is 33. The only possible case is 16 and 17 in either order, 16 or 17 or 17 or 16. F plus J is 42. The possible set of values are 19, 23, 23, 19, 20, 22, 22, 20. Now, we are given one thing, that is D plus E plus I is 66, and we know that D plus I is 45. So this directly implies E is equal to 21. Now we also have H plus E equal to 45. This implies H is equal to 24. So here I can say that the set of possible values for D and I is 19, 26, 26, 19, or 20, 25, 25, 20, or 22, 23, or 23, 22. These are all the possible set of values for D and I. And in the case of H and E, we know that H is 24 single value and E is 21. We are sure about it. Now, we have to eliminate these cases somehow. Now, let's see what we have. If we see the third column, we can see that B plus E plus I plus L should be equal to 90. This implies, we know that E is 21. This implies B plus I plus L is equal to 69. Fine. So, what are the possible values? We know that the possible value for B is 28 or 29, and the possible values for L is either 16 or 17. So with 28, 16 or 17 can come. With 29, 16 or 17 can come. Now, we see that the possible sum of B and L are 28 plus 16, that is 44, 28 plus 17, that is 45, 29 plus 16 is again 45, 29 plus 17 is 46. Now, if B plus L is 44, in that case, I will be 25. If it is 45, I will be 24 or I will be 23. These are the possible set of values for I, and we know that D plus I is 45. So if D plus I is 45, D will be either 20 or 21 or 22. So we can see that for D plus I, the values possible are 20, 25, 21, 24, 23, 22. Now we know that 24 and 21 is not possible as these values are already assigned to H and E. So this case is eliminated. So here I can see that in D plus I, 19, 26, 26, 19 case can be eliminated. Now, let's say if I assume I is equal to 23. If I assume I is equals to 23, that means these two cases will get eliminated, and these two cases, in fact this case will also get eliminated, because in this case D is 23. So if I is 23, that means D should be 22. If D is 22, these cases will also get eliminated, this case will also get eliminated. That means there will be no value for F and J, because in one set either F or J will have 23, or in another set either F or J will have 22. So F or J will not have won't have any value. So we can say that I cannot be 23. If I cannot be 23, D cannot be 22, and B plus L cannot be 46. So the only possible set of values which satisfy B, I and L is I is 25 and D is 20. So what we can do is that I is 25 and D is 20. So this case eliminated, this case eliminated, this case eliminated. So this is also eliminated here because no other letter can have 20 as its value. This case also gets eliminated here. This case also gets eliminated here. Also, we see that B plus L is 44. This is 44 only in the case when B is 28 and L is 16. So here what I can say is that this case will get eliminated. A cannot be 28 because B is 28 and L is 16. If L is 16, this case will get eliminated here. Fine. So we are left with, we have got these many values. We have got A as 29, we have got B as 28, fine. C is still awaited, D is 20, E we already knew it is 21, F is still awaited, G is again awaited, H is 24, I is 25, J is awaited, K is 17 and L is 16. Now, how to figure out the remaining values? We see that in row 2, C plus D plus E plus F should be equal to 90. We have the value of D, we have the value of E. We can say that C plus F is equal to 49. Now, here we see that the only possible value for C and F are, C could be either 22 or 26, F could be either 19 or 23. If C is 22, then F has to be 27, which is not possible. This implies C has to be 26 only and F has to be 23 only. This eliminates our further cases. This case will get eliminated and this case will get eliminated. So we have now C as 26, F as 23. We knew that F plus J is 42. If F is 23, then J should be 19. And C plus G is 48. If C is 26, G is 22. We have all the values with us. Our new matrix will look like this. These values are already given: 15, 18, 27 and 30. We found A as 29, B as 28, fine, and after that C is 26, D is 20, E is 21, F is 23, G is 22, H is 24, I is 25, J is 19, K is 17, L is 16. So this is our final matrix. Now let's look at the questions. How many numbers used for filling the matrix are numerically greater than the number denoted by C? We know that the value of C is 26 and the maximum value is 30. So there are only 4 values which are numerically greater than C, that is 27, 28, 29 and 30. So the answer should be 4. Next, find the numerical value of A plus I minus B plus H. We know that A is 29, I is 25 minus B plus H. B is 28, H is 24. So 29 plus 25 is 54 minus 52 is equal to 2. Answer is option A. Next, if we were to construct another 4x4 square matrix containing 16 consecutive natural numbers having the same properties as the given matrix, then which of the following could be a possible value of the sum of the numbers in the cells of any row of this matrix? So the concept here is there will be 16 consecutive natural numbers. So let's say the first number is n and the last number is n plus 15. So these are 16 consecutive natural numbers including both the extremes. What will be the sum of these numbers? The sum will be 16 into n plus 15 divided by 2, that is 8 into 2n plus 15, or in other words it will be 16n plus 120. This is the sum of all numbers. Again, we know that the sum of all the elements in a row or in a column or in a diagonal will be 1/4 of this. So when I'll divide this by 4, I'll get my answer as 4n plus 30. This should be the sum of all the elements of a row or a column or a diagonal. Now, which of the following is a possibility? We see that 4n is a multiple of 4, 30 is not a multiple of 4. So, the result is not a multiple of 4. 116 is a multiple of 4, 144 is a multiple of 4, 168 is a multiple of 4, 170 is not a multiple of 4, hence the answer is 170. Or otherwise also we can by equating 4n plus 30 with these options, we will see that in the first three cases n won't be a natural number, and the last cases n will be a natural number and will be 35. Fine. Okay, next. What is the value of C? We know that the value of C is 26.